You know, every object has a story, and the story of money in Qatar starts long before they had their own coins. For decades, the region was a bustling hub of trade: pearls, spices, you name it. But to buy and sell, people needed a currency they could trust. The most common money they used was the Indian rupee. These coins came from British India and were known all over the world. They were solid, reliable, and made of real silver. People could feel the weight in their hands and know they were holding something of value. It was the dollar of its day in that part of the world. These weren't just any old coins. We're talking about beautiful silver rupees featuring the portraits of British monarchs like King George V and King George VI. When you find one of these coins in an old collection, you're holding a piece of global history. It passed through the hands of merchants in bustling souks, sailors on traditional dhow boats, and pearl divers who braved the waters of the Gulf. This silver wasn't Qatari, but it was the lifeblood of its economy. It connected this small peninsula to the massive British Empire and the wider world of international commerce. Eventually, India became independent, and things started to change. To make things simpler for the Gulf states, the Reserve Bank of India created a special currency in 1959. They called it the Gulf rupee. It looked almost exactly like the regular Indian rupee, but it was printed in a different color. This was done to control the flow of gold out of India. For the people in Qatar, it was business as usual. They were still using a rupee, and the silver coins in their pockets were the same familiar designs they had known for years. This period is fascinating for collectors. You're not looking for a Qatari coin, but for the coins that were used in Qatar. It's like being a detective. You have to trace the history of trade routes and understand how money moved across borders. Finding a British Indian silver rupee with the right kind of wear, the right kind of story, can be just as exciting as finding a rare national issue. It's a reminder that before a country mints its own identity in metal, it often shares a history with its neighbors and its trading partners. This era of borrowed silver set the stage for everything that came next. In the world of money, stability is everything. If the value of your currency suddenly drops, it causes chaos. That's exactly what happened in 1966. The Indian government decided to devalue its rupee. Overnight, the money that everyone in Qatar and the Gulf region was using lost a huge chunk of its value. Imagine waking up one morning and finding that the money in your wallet is worth a third less than it was the day before. People were not happy. It was a huge economic shock that sent ripples across the entire region. This event, known as the Great Devaluation, was the final push Qatar needed. The leaders of the region realized they couldn't rely on another country's currency anymore. Their economic fate was tied to decisions being made thousands of miles away in New Delhi. It was time for a change. They needed their own money, something they could control, something that would be stable for their people. This crisis became an opportunity, a moment to forge a new path and create a currency that truly represented the interests of the Gulf. So, Qatar got together with its neighbor, Dubai. At the time, Dubai was another one of the Trucial states, not yet part of the UAE we know today. They decided to form a currency union. It was a smart move. By joining forces, they could create a stronger, more stable currency for both of them. They established the Qatar and Dubai Currency Board. Its one and only job was to create and issue a brand new currency that would replace the devalued Gulf rupee. This was a historic moment, the first step toward monetary independence. The new currency was called the Qatar and Dubai Rial. It was a fresh start. The name Rial itself has a long history, coming from the Spanish real, a large silver coin used for centuries in global trade. By choosing this name, they were connecting their new money to a long tradition of valuable, trustworthy coinage. The stage was now set for the very first coins to be designed and minted specifically for the people of Qatar and Dubai. The era of the rupee was over, and the age of the rial was about to begin. When the new Qatar and Dubai rial was introduced in 1966, it wasn't just paper money. They also minted a series of coins for everyday use. And among them were two very special issues made of silver. These weren't just for show. They were intended to circulate, to be used for buying and selling. Today, these coins are incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. Finding one is like finding a hidden gem. They represent the very first time that a coin with a connection to Qatar was struck in silver for its own people. The first of these was the 25 dirhams coin. It was made of .500 fine silver, meaning it was 50% silver and 50% other metals to make it durable. The coin weighed exactly 6 grams and measured 24 millimeters in diameter. The design was simple but powerful. On the front, it featured a beautiful palm tree, a symbol of life and prosperity in the desert, with 2 crossed swords beneath it. This emblem was a classic symbol of the region. On the back, you had the value, 25 dirhams, and the date, 1966, written in both Arabic and English. It was a coin for a new era. The second silver coin was the 50 dirhams. It was the big brother to the 25 dirhams, designed to be double the value and double the size. This one weighed 12 grams and had a diameter of 28 millimeters. Just like the smaller coin, it was struck from .500 fine silver. The design was identical, proudly displaying the palm tree and crossed swords on one side and the denomination on the other. Having 2 silver coins in circulation gave people confidence in the new currency. It showed that the rial was backed by real, precious metal. Sadly, this currency union didn't last long. Dubai eventually went on to join the United Arab Emirates in 1971, and by 1973, this joint currency was discontinued. Because they were only minted for a very short period, not many of these 1966 silver coins were made. Many were later melted down for their silver content when the price of silver went up. That's why they are so hard to find today. For an American collector, owning one of these is like owning a piece of a forgotten chapter in Gulf history. It's a tangible link to the birth of a modern economy. History moves fast. In 1971, Qatar officially became a fully independent nation. This was a huge deal. It meant they were no longer a British protectorate but a sovereign state, ready to make its own way in the world. And one of the first things a new nation does is create its own unique currency. After the Qatar and Dubai Rial was phased out, the new state of Qatar established the Qatar Monetary Agency in 1973. Its job was to issue the first truly national currency, the Qatari Rial. To commemorate this incredible moment, they decided to strike a special coin. This wasn't a coin for spending at the market. It was a coin to celebrate history. In 1973, Qatar issued its very first national silver coin, a magnificent 1 rial piece. This coin was a statement. It was made of .925 sterling silver, a much higher purity than the earlier 1966 coins. It had a hefty weight of 28.28 grams and a large diameter of 38.61 millimeters, similar to an old American silver dollar. This was a coin designed to be impressive. The design of this 1 rial coin was all about national pride. On the obverse, or the front, it featured the brand new national emblem of Qatar. This emblem shows 2 crossed scimitar swords encircling a traditional dhow boat, sailing on the waves next to an island with 2 palm trees. Each element is symbolic: the swords for defense and strength, the dhow for the country's maritime and pearling heritage, and the palms for agriculture and prosperity. The reverse side of the coin clearly stated its value and the name State of Qatar in Arabic. For collectors, especially here in the States, this 1973 silver rial is a must-have. It's the rookie card of Qatari numismatics. It's the very first silver coin issued by the independent nation of Qatar. It tells the story of a young country stepping onto the world stage, proud of its heritage and optimistic about its future. These coins were often minted by prestigious institutions like the British Royal Mint, so the quality is outstanding. Holding one feels like you're holding a piece of that national pride in the palm of your hand. It's more than just silver. It's a silver celebration of freedom. Once a country starts issuing commemorative coins, it doesn't stop. These coins are like metallic history lessons, marking the moments that matter most to a nation. Qatar is no exception. After its first silver coin in 1973, the Qatar Monetary Agency, which later became the Qatar Central Bank, continued to issue beautiful silver pieces to celebrate important anniversaries of its independence. These coins are a great way for collectors to trace the modern history of the country, decade by decade. In 1981, Qatar reached its 10th anniversary of independence. To mark the occasion, a special 50 rials silver coin was released. This coin continued the tradition of high quality. It was a substantial piece, designed for collectors, not for circulation. While specific specifications can be tough to track down, these anniversary issues were typically struck in sterling silver with a proof finish, meaning they have a mirror-like background and a frosted design. The design would have featured the national emblem and inscriptions marking the 10-year milestone, a proud declaration of a decade of sovereignty. Fast forward to 1996, and it was time to celebrate the 25th anniversary, a silver jubilee. This was a major milestone, and another stunning 50 Rial silver coin was minted to honor it. Like its predecessor, this coin was a limited mintage collector's item. By this point, Qatar was becoming a more prominent player on the world stage, and its coins reflected that growing confidence. The designs became more refined, often incorporating intricate Arabic calligraphy alongside the national symbols. These coins tell a story of stability and progress. Then came the 40th National Day in 2011. Another beautiful 50 Rial silver coin was issued for this anniversary. Each of these coins acts as a time capsule. They show the evolution of the national emblem, the changes in minting technology, and the enduring pride of the Qatari people. For an American collector, these anniversary coins are fantastic because they are released in predictable cycles. You can build a collection that follows the entire modern history of Qatar, from its early days to its establishment as a key nation in the Gulf. Each coin is a chapter in the story. Commemorative coins aren't just for political anniversaries. They're also a fantastic way to celebrate major cultural and sporting events. In 2006, Qatar hosted the 15th Asian Games in its capital city, Doha. This was a massive event for the country. It was their chance to welcome athletes from all over Asia and show the world their incredible hospitality and state-of-the-art facilities. To capture the excitement and prestige of the Games, the Qatar Central Bank issued a special commemorative silver coin. This coin was a 50 Rials piece, struck in beautiful proof-quality silver. It was designed to be a treasured keepsake for sports fans and coin collectors alike. The coin's design was a departure from the usual political emblems. Instead, it focused entirely on the spirit of the Games. The obverse of the coin prominently featured the official logo of the Doha 2006 Asian Games. The logo itself was a dynamic, colorful representation of an athlete in motion, capturing the energy and passion of sports. The reverse side of the coin often featured other sports-related motifs. You might see depictions of specific sports played at the Games, like running, swimming, or equestrian events, which are very popular in Qatar. The coin also included inscriptions like 15th Asian Games Doha 2006 and the denomination. It was a perfect fusion of numismatic art and sporting history. It connected the ancient tradition of coin minting with the modern spectacle of a global sporting event. This was Qatar announcing itself as a major destination for international events. For collectors, especially those who also love sports memorabilia, this coin is a real winner. It's not just a piece of Qatari history, it's a piece of Asian sporting history. It tells the story of a moment when the world's eyes were on Doha. These coins were produced in limited numbers, making them a special find. They represent a key moment in Qatar's journey, showcasing its ambition and its ability to host the world on a grand scale. It was a preview of even bigger things to come, and it's a beautiful piece of silver to have in any collection. If hosting the Asian Games was big, hosting the FIFA World Cup was monumental. In 2022, Qatar became the first country in the Middle East to host the world's biggest single sporting event. The entire nation transformed itself, building incredible stadiums and preparing to welcome millions of fans. To celebrate this once-in-a-lifetime event, the Qatar Central Bank went all out, issuing an entire series of spectacular silver-proof coins that captured the magic of the beautiful game. This wasn't just one coin, it was a carefully planned program. The series included multiple silver coins, often with face values like 10, 20, or even 200 Rials. Each coin in the series was meticulously crafted, usually from 0.999 fine silver. That's pure silver. They were minted to the highest proof quality, with flawless, mirror-like surfaces. The coins came in special presentation boxes with certificates of authenticity, making them premium collectibles from the very start. The Qatar Central Bank partnered with world-class mints to ensure every detail was perfect. The designs were what made this series truly special. Each coin told a different part of the World Cup story. One coin featured the official FIFA World Cup trophy, the most coveted prize in all of sports. Another coin showcased the official emblem for the Qatar 2022 tournament. A third might feature Laib, the tournament's official mascot. But my favorites were the coins that depicted the incredible futuristic stadiums that Qatar built for the Games. like the Al Bayt Stadium or the Lusail Stadium, where the final was held. These coins were architectural art. This series was a massive hit with collectors worldwide, including here in America. Football, or soccer as we call it, is a global passion, and so is coin collecting. This series brought those two worlds together perfectly. Each coin is a tangible memento of a historic tournament, a conversation starter, and a beautiful piece of silver art. They represent the pinnacle of Qatar's ambition and its ability to deliver a world-class event. Owning a piece from the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup Silver Series is like owning a small piece of that global celebration. When you look at a Qatari silver coin, you're not just looking at a piece of metal. You're looking at a storybook filled with national symbols. Every design element is chosen for a reason, and understanding these symbols is key to appreciating the coins. The most common symbol, seen on everything from the earliest issues to modern commemoratives, is the national emblem. This emblem is the heart of Qatar's identity, and it's packed with meaning. It's a language in itself, telling you who the people are and where they come from. Let's break down that emblem. You have the two crossed scimitars, a type of curved sword famous in the Middle East. These represent strength, power, and the nation's promise to defend its traditions and its people. Inside the swords, you see a traditional dhow boat. For centuries, Qatar's economy depended on the sea, on fishing, trading, and especially pearl diving. The dhow is a tribute to that maritime heritage. Below the dhow are waves, representing the Persian Gulf, and an island with two palm trees, symbolizing vitality and the nation's oases. Put it all together, and you have a powerful story of a nation built on strength, tradition, and the bounty of the land and sea. But the symbolism doesn't stop with the official emblem. Many Qatari silver coins feature other important cultural icons. You might see a beautifully rendered image of an Arabian oryx, Qatar's national animal, which was famously brought back from the brink of extinction. Or you could find a coin featuring a noble falcon, a bird central to the ancient sport of falconry, which is still a passion for many in Qatar. These images connect the coins to the natural world and the cultural practices that define the region. Even the calligraphy on the coins is a form of art. The flowing Arabic script is used to write the name of the country, the denomination, and verses from the Quran or lines of poetry. The elegance of the script adds another layer of beauty and cultural significance to the coin. For American collectors, these symbols offer a window into a different culture. They make the coins more than just investments in silver. They make them cultural artifacts. They are small metallic ambassadors that tell the rich and fascinating story of Qatar. The story of Qatari silver is far from over. In fact, it's entering a new and exciting chapter. The Qatar Central Bank continues to embrace the tradition of issuing high-quality collector coins. These modern issues are designed with the international numismatic community in mind. They understand that collectors today demand the best: high purity, flawless production, innovative designs, and most importantly, a great story. And that's exactly what they are delivering. Looking at recent and upcoming releases, we see a clear trend. Today's Qatari silver coins are almost always struck in .999 fine silver. This is the purest form of silver, the standard for modern bullion and premium collector coins. They also use the latest minting technologies to create stunning visual effects. You'll see coins with selective gold plating, vibrant color applications, like on the Asian Games coin, and intricate high-relief designs that make the images practically jump off the surface. These are not your grandfather's coins. They are miniature works of modern art. As we stand here in late 2025, we can see Qatar continuing to mark its history in silver. For example, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the national currency, from 1973 to 2023, new commemorative coins have been planned. These issues look back at a half-century of monetary history, perhaps featuring designs that pay homage to the very first rial notes and coins. They serve as a bridge between the past and the future, celebrating 5 decades of economic growth and stability. These coins are minted in strictly limited numbers, which makes them instantly desirable for serious collectors. For anyone in America interested in world coins, Qatari silver offers a fantastic opportunity. It's a relatively young field, meaning you can still build a comprehensive collection without breaking the bank. The coins are beautiful, historically significant, and made to the highest standards. From the rare 1966 issues to the spectacular World Cup series and the new coins of today, Each piece tells a part of the incredible story of Qatar's rise. It's a silver legacy that is still being written, and every new issue is another chapter waiting to be collected. You never know what's going to come through that door.